Again, gone as the day is fading on white houses of you. All right, hey guys, everyone, it's I, the real Randy Chavez, and we're having a mint party right now. I'm the real Randy Chavez. If you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel on Freeways or Patreon, and smashing that super thanks button down below. And I'm having a mint party because there are 187 copies of Nova #1 left, and there's a $1,500 bounty, and I'm gonna get it. I am going to get it. I don't know how many of them I'm going to have to buy, but we need the 1976. If you get the 1976, it is $1,000. I repeat, it is a $1,000 bounty. I'm out of gems. In order to get that 1976, and for my 1976, I have 2 rares and I'm sorry, 2 uncommons, a rare, 6 commons. Oh, I got 3 ultra rares. I had 2 ultra rares because I bought them yesterday, but now I want that bounty because it's $1,000 bounty. And what is 187 times 7? It's $1,300, and I put in $70 so far. Tammy, this is for you. If you get the number, oh shoot, where'd it go? Did I screenshot it or no? If you get the number 1976 Nova, you get a $1,000 bounty. And I have a lot of them now, but and David, if you are watching this, it is impossible to buy gems on the app.vv.me store. I've tried multiple times. I tried when the gold logo thing was going on, and I tried to just put in the cash for it, but it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me buy the gems. So I've had like the last. So I bought my last gold logo in OMI. I bought it in OMI because I purchase gems. I'm gonna do more. And I did an OMI because I couldn't physically buy the gems on my from the app.vv.me. So I had to buy it. I had to buy it in OMI, and now I'm trying to buy. I keep getting low mints, which is really cool. I'll take the low mints, but I haven't gotten a secret rare yet, and I bought like 20 of these. I keep getting like 207, 221. And this comic is like okay, right? It's like an okay comic. It's not like it's Nova. He's great. Number 601. So I purchased like 25 of these now. All right, Tammy, if you go back, go on the store, and then you go to latest drops, right? Like last drops. And then when you take a look at the last drops, you're gonna scroll down. But 1128. And when you scroll down, you'll see on 19 June, Nova 1, 1976. You'll click on it, and then when you click on it, number 3 other, okay, you'll be able to see, you'll see it, and then just click buy. Oh, I got a secret rare. Very nice. I have 4 rare, 3 ultra rare, 8 common, and I bought 2 ultra rare previously, but now we're up to 4 ultra rare. And I'm gonna put in more money. I'm gonna put in more money because to get more gems. Because putting it like I put in too much now, and I need to get this bounty. And we have so much to go over today. The 1 of 1's that's still in the show. OMI, Definity, DEVVE, DMC, SHIRO, daCAT, 1514. Confirm purchase. We're looking for mint 1976. 1976. And if you get 1976, Comics and Crypto will give you $1,000 for it. I repeat, the 1976 mint will give you, they will give you $1,000 for it. And 1726, so close, not really. And I've been like $70, $60, $50. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I have so many of these. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Oh, this is not healthy. 2769. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go back and see what my. I hope I have multiple. I only got one secret rare. And the 1976, according to Stacker, is still not minted yet. It is. Yeah, the 1976 is not minted. I'm checking every couple of Nova #1. Yeah. We'll try the. And unfortunately, there's like 2 Nova #1s, so I don't know which. Yeah, and this one is not Nova #1. The rare is the one where he's all like standing all brooding. Yeah, there's a couple of Nova #1s, unfortunately, and it's very hard to be able to tell. And again, the 1976 has eluded me. So if somebody wants to go in and try it with me, because I am not having any luck, let me know if y'all got it, because I don't want to. Okay, yeah. I'm in a couple hundred gems at this point now too, so I'm really hoping I get it. No secret rares either. Damn, zombie. All right, we're minting this out, baby. Minting this out. Got number 1351. This mint number is 1212. That's pretty cool. Trying to buy. Thank God they are not letting me. Number 383. If anyone gets this 1976, please tell me. 1555. Come on, man. Come on. All right. How many of these freaking? Still only have one secret rare. A bunch of common. I've been getting decent ultra rares though. Been getting decent amount of ultra rares. 2628. Guys, I've put in like hundreds of dollars now at this point, and it is 2046. Okay, guys, I've. All right, so VeVe, we're minting the Nova #1, the Nova #1, because if you get mint 1976, it's $1,000 bounty, and there's like very few of these left. Like there's got to be less than 100 of these left. There's 4. Okay, so there's 30, 50. There's 80. There's 102. There's 110 left. I repeat, there is 110 left. And at only $7 a pull, my math is retarded. It's only $770 left, but you get $1,000 if you mint it from Comics and Crypto. So I am trying. Hold on, what is 70 plus 60 plus 50 plus 40 plus 30? Oh, I'm at 250. Oh, I'm at 250. Oh, I'm at 250. Okay, all right. We're gonna go in. We're gonna keep. Ooh. Yep, secured my reservation. Yes, I need more gems. I am aware of the gems in which I need. All right, I'm in 300 now. Swiping. Anyone get it? Anyone get it? Is it just me? All right, confirm purchase. 2944. Somebody best be telling me number 653. I've really gotten a couple of low mints here. Like 200 something. Confirm purchase. Tried $50 hairs. 915. Come on now, touch me, babe. Okay, 1627. Okay, sorry. We are, well, the value of my comics are going up. I don't know how. But I'm still at 6 ultra. Oh. But I can't believe I only have Can't believe I only have one secret rare at this point. And also, oh, all right, there's a bunch of secret rares that were just minted. So we're definitely not getting that. With our only hope, Kumo, we are going for mint number 1976. I repeat, 1976. And if we get it, we get 10. All right, 1047. 1047. 1976. Yeah. Did you get it? Did you get it, Joe Bro? Did you get it? Girl? Girl? Never give up. Trust your instincts. Joe Bro, did you get it? Did you get it? Oh my God, tell me. Say it. Say it. Say it. Wait, this is the store. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't need to go to the store. Did it? Oh no. Somebody got it. Because it's sold out now. No. No. It only shows the listings for sale. That means it's sold out. No. All right, I gotta call Sean. And I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna yell at him because why is he? All right, grr. Okay. Meow. 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 Emergency. Oh, there's gonna be a cat paw. Gonna paw at his cat paw. Oh no, I don't need emoji. I need a GIF. No, I don't need to create with this with the AI. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see if Tammy, did you get it? Okay, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to go to we're just, I'm gonna text David about this. I just caused mass FOMO. I just told everyone on stream that I was going to mint out the rest of the Nova number 1's because comics and crypto had a 1K bounty on mint number 1976, and we sold it out in 2 minutes. laughing emoji. Oh, all right. Glad you grabbed a secret rare, my man. All right, so we have to we're gonna have to go in and start the show here. Tamara Hannah is checking who got it. I don't even think I got. Did I get any other secret rares? Just the one secret rare. We should all double check our mint numbers just in case, because every now and then VeVe will say you got one mint number when you really got another one. But the show should go on. We should start the show here. Let's start off with DEVVE. DEVVE is up 11% on the day to 58 cents. They're up 58 cents, or they're up to 58 cents. So I'm pretty happy about that. I was telling a friend that just got back today that I had this, not theory, about a week ago when we were at 34 cents for DEVVE. So we're up like 65%. A week ago we were at 34 cents for DEVVE, and the accounts that were selling had like 150K and 220K like dollars like left, and I was like, they keep on selling, we can go down to like 20 cents. So I had a couple grand and I was waiting, and it just never got back down. It just never got down. It just, like, it went up to 41 cents. I was like, all right, let it go back down. You know, the people that were selling, they're just waiting for it to go up so they can sell it back down. Then it went to like 45 cents. I was like, and then it went to 50. I was like, oh, 51. I was like, it's so hard to buy at 51 cents when it was just 34 cents. And now it's at 58 cents. So I think we missed it, boys. I think we missed our shot. Granted, I did buy a little bit at that bottom. But yeah, it was, yeah. Well, anyway, VeVe just made another $1,000 in the last 5 minutes. So good for them. I hope they give me, oh, it's my turn in the queue. Yes, you Genesis Escape. All right. So Disney Pinnacle, they have gone through like every They had to. Oh yes, all right. Drag the key, move there. So what happens is after 100,000 keys are like minted, you get to like put your thing in there, and when you do, you get to see if you win. And if you win, so I did not. The castle did not unlock. But now 69,000. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. 69,000 of them have been used. So there's only like less than 30,000 left, or less than 31,000 left. So 69,619 keys have been used and they failed. And if one of your keys opens this, then you get a 1 of 1. It's probably going to be worth. It's Rafiki and Simba, so I'm going to guess low for like thousand, probably $1,000, couple $1,000, because there's 100,000 keys out there, and we're all trying. So I know it's a 1 of 1. And I'm number 282. So there's not as many people that are really like doing this now. So I don't have many keys left. I have 3 keys left. So I only have a couple more turns to like do it. Yo Steph, I'm gonna give Yo Steph a call. And see if she's anyway. So I haven't put any money into that, but it's something that you could actually not put any money into it. It's free to play. And you get these keys like every couple of hours, and you get now 2 keys every 4 hours. So that's really cool. And again, you could, I don't know where the marketplace is. I don't know how to like sell it. Okay, she's busy. Be like, how many keys do you have left? I feel bad. I'm like calling her like every day. Be like, hey, like, how many keys do you have? So I hope she doesn't. Hope she's cool with that. Anyway, that's DEVVE. If it never goes back down, that's fine. I forgive that. Let's do some Shiro. Let's see what the Shiro's at. The guy Billy, the spokesperson, like the face of Shiro, he's been on vacation. So Tammy Hannah did not get that. She did not get the 1976. Really curious who the heck did. Y'all check your stuff. Shiro has 475,000 in volume, so really not a good day for it at all. And it's down about 4.5%. So it is down. And again, a buddy of mine has put in quite a lot into this. And I told him he already had a bunch of money in this. Like, you don't need the dollar cost. Like I think it's going to make it, and you're going to be fine, but you already have so much into it. And the dude just dollar cost averaged like a lot. And I was like, I would have diversified a little more, but he's into the meme coins. Anyway, $3.9 million market cap. I do believe that they get to a big, they make it to the alt run, and there's so much positive news happening. Like, the only thing that I think is holding this back is the fact that rates are not cut, and due to the fact that where the inflation is that is kept down, we should be a full 100 basis points lower than we are now. We're at like 4.5% to 5%. We should be much, much lower than that. Trump said we should be at like 275 basis points lower, which sure, that would save us a bunch of money. But when that happens, you have trillions upon trillions of dollars sitting in these money market accounts, and it needs to find a home. It's going to rip into the market. You're going to see this market melt up. But again, Powell's being a D-bag, and he's not doing it. Maybe he does like a quarter point by August. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Either way, I think Shiro has enough money, despite the hack, to be able to last until then, and I think it'll do pretty. Again, they do a lot of cool stuff. Speaking of cat tokens, let's go to daCAT over here. The cat's down 0.5% on the day, with $570 in volume. Such low volume, but $1.1 million market cap, and I'm pretty happy that it sustained that. Like I said, towards the end of the year, David's like, I was gonna go for a copy. You're like, how many do I have now? I have a bunch now. Yeah, I don't have any rare 1976s. Do I have any uncommons? No uncommon 1976s. Ultra rares. I got number 269 ultra rare. That's really cool. No 1976s. So did I do the commons? Maybe I didn't do. Yeah, I have the number 201 commons. I think that's got to be one of the lowest, right? But unfortunately, no 1976. But again, having a number 201 common, that is, I think, one of the lowest. So I think that's really cool. And I just have one secret rare, which I think by now is probably like $30. So it's probably really low. Oh, poor David. He's like, oh, I was gonna go for a common. He's so cute, bro. He's so chill. Anyway, like, I have the number 201. I think that's the lowest mint. It might not be, because there's only 3,000 of these, so it might not be. But they're pretty cheap on the market. Especially now that we just bought like the last 100-something units, like the last 200 units. Ooh, comment. Did anyone get it? No, we did not. Okay, let's do. We just mentioned David, so let's do. Oh, he'll go for a nice mint. I have the number 201. Is that the lowest? We'll sell you that for cheap if you want. There's a. What do we have here? Okay, yeah. Let's do DEVVE because we have a couple of announcements here for I just did that. DEVVE just had. It's just one announcement. Definity has the big updates. Roadmap announcement for DEVVE. Our technical roadmap is generally finalized and ready to publish. However, we're coordinating its release with one outstanding confirmation item. Okay, hold on. I have to text David this. Tammy has number 176. Okay, that's actually really low. Copy that. Copy that. Told David. We'll see if he wants to buy. Yeah, I thought the two, because like that was the lowest that I saw, but Tam's got 176. That's super low. Where's my? Okay, our technical roadmap is generally finalized for DEVVE and ready to publish. However, we're coordinating its release with one outstanding confirmation, an item we anticipate finalizing within the week. We'll issue the roadmap as soon as the detail is confirmed. We expect to post the roadmap shortly, and we'll continue to keep you informed. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening in the second half of 2026, which is tomorrow, by the way. I expect the roadmap to come out at some point this week. I'm not really expecting it tonight or tomorrow. I do expect maybe like Thursday or Friday. Maybe not Friday, because I think that's July 4th. That is 4th of July. I might actually be on a trip. I do have to go somewhere. I might be on a trip at that point. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you guys posted on. Oh, the mint 1976 might have been held back by VeVe. Oh, in which case, I spent a lot of money for no reason. For no reason. Woo, rip and pasta. Yeah, if it wasn't minted, then Anyway, again, that's for DEVVE. So we have Definity. We have a bunch of stuff for Definity that we have to go over here. Regulated, even the biggest crypto. From the Definity update, Randy, what are you going to do when you win the 1 of 1 on Disney Pinnacle? How much would you sell? I'm going to go by Steph's. I'll be under her tutelage for that. And I'll just say, I'm going to split it with her because I wouldn't have it without her. So I would say, what do you think we should do? What's the market here? Disney Pinnacle probably better than most people. And if she says, hey, hang on to it for now, for me, bird in hand, right? I'll see what she says, though. I would split it with her because, again, I wouldn't have it without her. So I would do that. And then, yeah, I don't know. I assume it would be a couple thousand. One, because there was a couple of things the other day that I saw, and again, I don't know how people sell these. I haven't, I can't find the market on the app. Hey, I saw your post over on Facebook. So I was just about to be live. So my live goes up. I was like, oh, hey guys, be advised, I'm gonna be pretty quiet for the first couple of minutes because I'm trying to mint out this because 187 times 7 was like less than the amount of the bounty. So I just went ham. I put in like $300, and then everybody else, so everyone on stream was like, oh god, what mint are we going for? So then there was Tammy, there was VeVe Vet, there was Pink Panther, there was Joe Bro, there was VeVe Zombie, like we're Kuma, like we're all like trying to get this bread. And then suddenly it just like it just shows like listings in the store. I was like, no, it meant that like somebody got it, and nobody on here got it. So and it doesn't look like it's on Stacker. So bro, I think that's one of the ones that VeVe might have held back. And I know that's like it's random, so like they didn't like mean to do that, but it's like, bro. Do you think like maybe like an auction or a giveaway would be, well, yeah, maybe auction, and then like half of what it's bought for like goes to pay for like to burn OMI or something. The same way they do the 1's on the website. Yeah. I'm so like, and that's it. Have you ever tried for a 1? I know so I would, if they were to tell me like an eBay auction, hey, here's the you're no longer the top bidder, I would keep bidding. But I didn't know. So yeah, and that 1 piece I think should be worth like a multiple of what he paid, which is like 2,200. Yeah. And I'm already talking to him. I'll let you know. I think so too. Okay. All right. I'm streaming. So I love it. All right. I love you. Bye. Meow, meow, meow. Eh. That was Sean. He's just like, yeah, so it looks like it was held by VeVe. And they're like, so be advised, the mint number 1976 was held back by VeVe. Could y'all possibly take that one and have an auction for it? Question mark. Meow, meow, meow. And let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. Damn, 162 is the lowest mint. Okay, all right, yeah. So we're okay. And I'm sorry, we have so much comments to go through. Zombie says, yo, and I got to get to this show here because this is going to be like a 3-hour show if I don't. Why is Snapchat open? You ever like not like? Okay, sorry. My conspiracy head is about to go crazy there. Anyway, here's what we have for. Somebody is saying on the Definity AMA before, saying, so Definity helps bridging TradFi world into crypto, right? And Chris had said, we're a regulated business in Jersey, which is a well-regarded jurisdiction with strong funds focus, so credible from the perspective of banks and asset managers and hedge funds. Yes, our deep hands-on experience in TradFi plus our crypto native knowledge has enabled us to build a solution that fulfills the requirements for TradFi, recognizing and optimizing for the unique attributes of crypto and digital assets. He goes on to say that even the biggest crypto exchanges out there are not investment grade. So the ability of TradFi to trade with them is severely restricted, and in most cases, it's not possible. Definity has created a venue with the credit intermediation of a European investment grade bank. In short, this means that our clients are not taking any risk against the venue or even the trade counterparty. So bam, that right there is, yeah, I was on the the toilet before and I was doing a million things and my phone buzzed and it said like, hey, it's your thing. And this has happened like twice before where I miss it. So I just and like 13 keys were used all at once. So now I'm like trying to really save them. I have like 3 left, so I'm just gonna do like 1 each time.
how the mechanics are going to work when it hits like 9,000 keys or some shit like that. So even though they say it's random, to me that means it's like going to be close to the end.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Also, you're on live. Tell everyone you said hey.
Oh, hello. Have a good one. I just got off work, so I will chat with you later, but I wanted to return your call.
All right, cool beats. All right, thanks. Bye. Forgot to say I love you too. Oh, she knows. Okay. So that was and there's a lot of Definity news here. So this guy Jones, what's going on, everyone? How's it going? Tammy, Booth, send me your you won last week's giveaway. Send me your VeVe name. What's up, everyone? Joe Bro, Randy Shave, a little shave. I had a little shave. Tina says, what are you talking about? We were talking about the 1976 Nova, which I think VeVe has held back. We have DeLorean stuff to go over as well. Bill Gardner says, what up? Kuma says, what up, man? What's up, VeVe Vet? But I'm glad you got 2 secret rares, though, Zombie. Let's go. Tried $50 hairs. Yeah, that 76 Nova, Anyway, we'll get to the rest of that later. Let's discuss other centralized exchanges. Why would TradFi companies come to Definity first instead of traditional sexes like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken? What benefits do you offer them? So Chris says, so these exchanges take custody of your assets, are not the market makers, are the market makers, are not investment grade credit risk, and are new to institutions and their way of working. We are regulated in a respected jurisdiction, provide access to multiple institutional market makers, so best execution in terms of price. We remove counterparty risk through the bank credit intermediation. We provide pre-trade anonymity to counterparties, preventing risk of information leakage. And number 5, are custody agnostic, so we allow funds to manage their own assets. And Joan says that all sounds great. Chris says, in short, we give the institutions an environment that they can actually engage in under their regulatory requirements, which are quite a lot for a lot of people, depending on where you live. So what's next? And what does the Definity roadmap look like? And shout out to Definity for not only sponsoring the channel, but actually owning part of the channel. Chris says, given our backend and our sister company, DMA Link, which has been providing an FX platform to institutions for many years, we're going to, in many cases, clients we already have relationships with in other assets and providing another asset class to trade, i.e. crypto. So we are not new faces to these institutions, and we have longstanding working relationships with them. And given the acceleration of adoption of crypto and the regulation around the asset, we are very excited. The change in the major global regulators' tone around crypto, especially in the US, has driven a massive uptick in activity and opportunity. Our roadmap going forward is all about moving from the small cap, which is the proof of concept activity, to the full-scale deployment of the operational model. We have spent the last couple of years working with the regulators, banks, digital assets, regulators, industry partners, as well as clients, ensuring that we have all the necessary components in place. The core utility for the funds and the participants in our bank-backed model, Definity ownership will provide a discount to the cost of trading of our venue. So hedge funds and asset managers will see a real economic benefit. To help pave the way for this, we are on an approved token on Fireblocks, which is probably the world's leading custody solution in the institutional space, and also on Utila, which is a strategic partner providing an exciting, competitive solution, challenging Fireblocks. This is the core utility and brings the token into the radar of some of the world's biggest TradFi funds. God, I love it when he talks dirty to me. The roadmap. Okay, that's the roadmap. Can you explain how Definity replicates the prime brokerage model for digital assets? So there's been some noise recently about prime brokerage and the purchase of Hidden Road by Ripple. I've been talking about that a lot, for $1.25 billion. In short, whilst this highlights a need for this type of solution, it doesn't address the key risk areas. Definity provides TradFi investment-grade credit risk, key to institutions' abilities to trade with someone. Definity allows participants to post traditional assets as collateral, which I thought was amazing. Sweet. If it was done, yep, 100%. Hopefully we get a auction for that 1976 Nova. I think that'd be great. All right, so now that we've done our Definity homework there for the day, let's take a look at what the token is doing. Down about 6% on the day, about 2.7 cents. And we are not a lot of volume here. 13,000 in volume. about a $4.2 million market cap. Again, I hold a lot of this. My last couple of little vested, my little flames. Oh, actually, we just got a Definity buy, I think. Did we? No, we didn't. That was an old one. I don't know why that came about. My last couple of little dollars there that I have is probably just going to be for trade, and I do hold a small amount of daCAT for a friend. Not all of the daCAT that I hold in my wallet is mine. A small amount is for my friends. So to prevent any further sell pressure on daCAT, part of what I have for in ETH is just going to go to that whenever he wants to sell. Just give him the ETH for it. So this way we don't have any more sell pressure on that. So that's pretty much it. I have really next to no money left. So that's it. That's all she wrote. That being said, I did take some of what money I had left. I do have 4.4% of the ladies on the Sol token. I got that for a couple of reasons. I did go a little bit over that yesterday. Ladies on the Sol, I don't know why it has two different liquidity pools. So there's one that's like 2,000, in liquidity, and there's another that is like 4,000 in liquidity. So again, I don't know why they have that, but they do both work. I've used them both because you can't get 4% of a token without trying to go from one to the other. Basically, I like what she's doing as far as she has a 10% tax on this. So be advised, if you go to buy, tax, go to sell, like taxes everywhere. But half of that tax goes to the holders, and the other half goes to their charity. So they are a 501(c)(3). They just sponsored, I think, Girl in Nigeria, which, if you can't tell what that is, it's giving pads to young women or women that are, I don't want to say fertile, that sounds wrong, women that are going through the forces of nature, and they give them hygiene products. And I thought that was really cool. And my friend Ajori Nigalali, who is the former spokesperson of the president and now is some type of media, for the president over there, he thought that was really cool. I don't know if he'll ever formally give him because then things get weird with crypto. But they do that, and their sanctuary is going to help animals at home. So the 4.4% I likely won't sell for quite a long time. I did say that part of the funds that, because part of the reason I even know who she is, this girl Pixie, is because Ladies is part of the daCAT universe. And I thought, listen, they had like a $10,000 market cap. So getting like 4% really wasn't that hard. I had to do a lot more because I pumped the price, and now it's up to like a $18,000 market cap. So again, like several $100s really makes it go crazy. It sounds like she was in the hospital recently. It sounds like she just doesn't quit, and I am betting on her. I don't know. Again, I've never worked necessarily for a charity. I do want to see it on the board. Like, what do you need me to get? 10%? Like, I'll do it. I'll lock it up. I'll burn some of it because I want to be able to go and by 2030 take a bunch of the funds that I have, and 90% of them will go to animal charities. And I want to really start getting experience now so that I don't really mess up my own. Anyway, we did daCAT, we did Shiro, DMC. Take a look at those bad boys. Down about 3% on the day, but look at that wicked cup and handle that's starting to form. We're not even where we were when they launched at like 1.2 cents, went to 1.6, went all the way down to 0.004, went all the way up to 0.008, went way back down, I think, to 0.003, like 3.5, and almost tripled. Now we're at 0.009. So again, just a wicked, wicked cup and handle forming over this past week. And I think that over the course of the next, well, I hope that over the course of the next, like, what are we gonna get from the bottom here? Like, if we do like another, maybe 1.5, where does the next one go? I don't know, but it could be huge. Could be huge. Delorean actually just posted, and they said, DMC will set a precedent in Web3 as a percentage of future revenues associated with Delorean brand will lead to direct buybacks of DMC, contributing to our staking reward program. This means zero inflation. This revenue includes, but is not limited to, brand deals, merch deals, metaverse collaborations, and future vehicle sales. Our goal is to help set a standard for sustainable business models in Web3. Brands matter, and we are excited to become a catalyst for other Web2 brands to build on chain. I have a crazy idea. I have an excellent idea. Check DM. I'll be like, yeah. I've been happy to advertise for you, and will continue to until the contract ends. However, I feel like I can do something extra. I'm currently writing several comics that will be on VeVe, and a vehicle that navigates the multiverse is central to a couple of stories. I'd love to be able to make that vehicle a DeLorean. Can we work out another deal? Let's go. All right. I shot him a DM. Hopefully they say yes. I'd love to get them in the comic. That'd be awesome. Anyway. $50. Yep. Hope you get. I hope I. Yeah, we missed it. Just put about 50. Yeah, I know. We hecked up. Glad you landed a secret rare though. That Polygon is undervalued. I like the price. Do you now? There is something else I have to go over for DeLorean, and it was because it was this guy Marcel, X Marcel, 117,000 followers over on X. He says, beautiful cup and handle, like I was just saying, forming on DMC, and the chart had a massive recovery after the Cybele attack that occurred at launch. Launch price is still 2x from where we are now. I don't think it is. It's not 2x. But DMC's volume on futures is 750 million in the past 24 hours. Everyone is max longing. Don't be left out in what will be one of the biggest coins in the space. If it wasn't for the Cybele attack at launch, I'm sure DMC would have been at 10 cents. This is alpha. Don't fade my alpha. I gave you it at bottom, which was a 60 million fully diluted market cap. And we are still so early. Remember, the market cap is only 20% of the fully diluted value. You think a multi-billion-dollar company like Delorean Labs native token in partnership with Sui Network is only worth 25 million? This is one of the easiest plays I'll ever make, and it could be yours too. This was made a few hours ago, like 3 hours ago. And again, this is from a guy that has 117,000 followers over on X, so clearly a big KOL. I'm assuming, like me, he's being paid to talk about it. And again, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's just like, maybe he just sees it as like he just put a bunch of money on it and is just like, I don't need to freaking pump it because the market's gonna. I think the market's gonna do that too. I think the market's gonna pump it. And again, I was given a certain amount of tokens pre-launch. My time's almost up for Disney Pinnacle. I was given a certain amount of tokens pre-launch, and I haven't sold. And I don't know, because I figured this would happen. And I don't know when I get the rest of them. Like I don't know when the rest of them come out. But I am, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep these for a while, and I will let you know when I sell. Oh, number 19 on Disney Pinnacle. Number 19. Charles Ray, what are you gonna do when you win? I don't know. I don't know. I'll talk to Steph. But it seems now like it might not happen until 90,000. So I don't even know if I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it. I might not. I might not. I'll try like one more. Right. I'll try one more. Was it Randy? When you're worth 8 figures, will you still be making OMI live streams daily? I'll still definitely live stream. I don't know if I'll do it daily. So here's the thing. Crypto Rain gave me a call the other day, and he's like, Randy, and not thinking about it now, it might have been like a don't go crazy call, because I've had these calls before where friends will be like, hey, you're probably gonna make a lot of money. Please don't go insane. And now that my back's like broken, I can't. But Rain was more. This is more exciting. It's like, hey, have you thought about like what you're gonna do with some of this money? Have you? And he's like trying to think like, hey, we could go here. We can vacation here. We'll do this. And yeah, I want to go to Japan during Golden Week. I want to go during White Day. I want to go to the Australia Zoo. To see Steve Irwin's family. That Irwin. Australia Zoo. Like to see all of them. I give them however much monies they need for charity in order to help them with. I'm Q number 1 position right now. Come on now, touch me, babe. And after this one, I won't do it until 90K. Can't you see that I am not afraid? Bum, bum, bum. What was that promise that you made? Oh my gosh, why am I still number 1? All right, use 1 Genesis key. Go, SpongeBob, go, get it. All right, we're gonna use this Genesis key now, and it's gonna do a little tippy turny, and I feel like it did a little extra tippy turny that time. Didn't it feel like that? I feel like it did. No, it did not. Okay, I'm gonna X that out for a little while. 70,000 of those I've done. Anyway, yeah, I want to go everywhere, but I missed. And I didn't tell him. I mean, I didn't tell him this exactly, because I will probably do a bunch of these things, but I just started building this daCAT universe. I could win $30 million lotto tomorrow. And let's say like 3 weeks. Let's say I win $30 million lotto tomorrow, right? And in 3 weeks from now, I get those funds, they clear, whatever. I'd buy more crypto. I'd buy a lot of stuff. Ladies would go, their market cap would do like 100x. Yeah, I'd have billions of OMI. I'd have a bunch of DEVVE, I'd own most of the Definity freaking, not even just their token. I would own most of the freaking company. Well, no, I wouldn't be able to buy most of the company with that. Long story short is like, I would have some stuff that I would do, but if $30 million fell into my lap right now, and I do some of those things, most of my waking hours would still be building this daCAT universe. And I think this is like more evidence that this is like a simulation. Because if I was healthy, and if I didn't have this daCAT universe, yeah, I'd be going insane, and I might not make it. I might not survive, right? But the fact that, again, back is pretty much broken, and I have this giant thing. Like most of my waking hours are spent writing, and are spent doing these deals, and it's very complicated to try to get all of these moving pieces working synergistically in order to have a cohesive story. And this is going to be my life for a while. Probably for the next, at least the next year. And like, again, if this is successful, I know the first daCAT comic will sell out easy, right? Second one, maybe not. And then the other ones, like, again, they're all really good stories. And if that NFT bull market is here, then yeah, they'll go crazy. But if it's like not just like, hey, it's a bunch of Randy's network and his fans and his friends that are buying it. If it goes beyond that, and VeVe sees that other people are buying it, like the digital read-only copy, then I get the anime with Rashid Al Farouk, use his connections, use all of his voice actors, use everything, and then suddenly I don't just have a comic that I have to write this whole ass story, because like there's no one else. Like there's multiple other people at daCAT that are making sure we're doing well on Memezilla. They're posting memes and stories and collab stuff, and they're posting like these podcasts. They're posting like these digital stuff. Like, but I'm the only creative person behind this actual like comic book universe, this giant mega universe story. So I like can't take off. I can't just hand it over to some. I could, and it's not going to be the same. My life for the next probably year, regardless of how much money I make, is likely going to be most of my week. Like the type of food I eat will be better. I will, instead of going to Comic-Con as like a guest, maybe I'll go as like a booth star or something. But for the most part, most of my waking hours is going to be writing. Like it's going to be I'm going to probably disappoint a lot of people. Oh, Millie says, "Hey Randy, DMC looking for more ambassadors. I can chill in with spaces. Hook me up." Yeah, when they get back to me, I'll give them a. Yeah, when they get back to me, I'll give them a call, or I'll give them your name. I'm like, hey, reach out to this guy. He does the 19, no secret rare. Poor Tammy. I'll go in and I'll say like, hey, if you're still looking for people, because they have spaces themselves, but they haven't done a. I think they did one, and I'm not sure I've seen other people do space. They've done posts, and obviously I'm on YouTube and other people on YouTube, but I'm not sure I've seen other people do specific Delorean Labs spaces. I have seen other people that are ambassadors in other spaces, and I haven't listened. I'm sure they talk about it. But yeah, I'll give you, and ask for a lot, and shoot for the stars, land on the moon. I'll have them DM you if they when they get back, if they're still looking, and they should be. War again. What? Hold on. Something just come up here. Post exploded. No. Okay, no. That's Trump to visit alligator Alcatraz. Okay, cool. Why are you saying? Why is this person saying there's war again? When I make it, there will be signs. Yep. Okay, I guess they must have deleted that because that didn't make sense. All right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. They're valued. So again, I'll still be, and again, like a decent amount of people own the channel now. So I don't think they'd let me just stop. I mean, I could buy it back from them and just buy my time back, but I don't think they're going to let me stop. So I'll still probably, and this is when it gets fun. It gets fun when everything's going up like crazy and the comments are going nuts. I'm like, bye, bye, and the memes go nuts. I still remember somebody giving me $20 to brush my hair on live. That was wild. People are crazy. Although I don't think it's random because how do they take the first batch? I think they take what they can. So that like the first like 150 or so are like taken, right? But then the rest are just random. And they can, but usually try not to take special mints like that. Well, the first, again, however many are held back, the first however many, and then random ones throughout the thing. So I think it is random. I don't think they would take that knowingly. And dude, Comics and Crypto was really, he was like, bro, I really wanted that. He was like, oh, man, I know. So yeah, it sounded like he really wanted that. Anyway, guys, we have, did I finish everything? I don't think I went over OMI yet. And then we have the news. Guys, we're going to go for like another 2 hours. There's a lot to go over here. Okay. Let's take a look at the OMI. I'm down about 2.5% on the day to 00019. 2.2 million in volume. And I think on base it's 0001895. So it's pretty much 19, but close to that. Deepcoin has 25% of the volume. And where is the rest of it? 33% is coming from Gate.io, 20% from MEXC, 7.5% from Bitmart. So the usual suspects over there for OMI. And all right, VeVe's 1 of 1, still a show. Yeah, okay. I think you heard me speak with Sean about that before on live. The first ever Alex Ross NFT. That, remember in Moneyball where Jonah Hill's talking to Brad Pitt about how this one guy, I forget his name, but he threw submarine style. He say like, this guy is worth at least $3 million, but you can get him for $275 just because he throws funny. People think it's a defect, and it's not. It's just the way he throws. Look at the stats. And again, price is what you pay, and the value is what you get. A 1 of 1 first appearance, or first time that Alex Ross had ever done anything on an NFT. And it's a 1 of 1. I understand it's from Dynamite Comics and they're from Vampirella, which, and again, it's a little risque. You see her boobies. Like, they're not covered, like they are not shy. You see everything up in there. That should be worth at least $8,000. And Rolex got it for $2,222. I repeat, that 1 of 1 should be worth at least $8,000, if not 5 figures. I have one of the Alex Ross like physicals, and it's absolutely incredible. And yeah, he got that for so cheap, like that. That is so, oh my god. And again, VeVe, my back. These 1 of 1s that go for thousands of dollars on his website, that in the movie Gotti with John Travolta, where it's like, every day I'm alive is an FU to the people that want me in here. Every single sale that's in the 4 or 5 figures that's on the VeVe app, David can go and say, this is how VeVe does it. This is what we do every week, every month. And it's just another feather in the cap, another nail. It's just another notch in the belt. It's pretty amazing what they're doing over there. And OMI, again, remember what I was saying yesterday when I got a couple of the Nova, when I got a couple of the Nova ultra rares. And let me go to the market, and it might happen again. I gotta put Nova number 1. No, maybe, yeah, okay. So Nova number 1 yesterday was at, it's at $12 right now, but it was $7 yesterday, and I was like, wait, hold up. It costs, it's not one of those comics that's like, it was $7 to mint, so it's like you could basically not mint it and just buy these ultra. So I bought 2 ultra rare at $7 because that's the cost of the price to mint, and like you're taking the risk out of it. And for OMI, I feel like this is the same thing. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I feel like OMI right now at these prices, could the price get cut in half? Yeah, it could. You could have something come up that nobody expects, that, you know, black swan event, things that you can't predict, and markets could tear in the worst way. And yeah, you could have OMI get cut in half. but I think the risk is very worth it because I don't like they're making a ton of money and they haven't sold off part of the like if they wanted to, they could sell part of the company and make millions, if not tens of millions of dollars. And they haven't. So and again, I don't know if this I don't think it's alpha. People know. In Portugal, David was buying the dinners. Like there would be a bunch of people there. David just hands his card. There's a bunch of people there buying a drink. David just hands his card. That's not something you do if you're like bleeding money. That's not something you do if you're like, yeah. And again, getting all these licenses as well, all of these deals that he's striking. If I'm, and I don't know what's a license with. Let's say like Street Fighter. Oh, Street Fighter they had for a while. Let's pretend that they have Essentia, right? Let's pretend that they have Essentia water, and they're going to make a water NFT. If I'm Essentia, and my first foray into NFTs, I want to make sure that the company I'm doing it with has their shit together, and I want to make sure that I give my IP rights to a company that is not going to be dead in 6 months. Like I want a company that is thriving, not shining the knobs on the Titanic. And I don't believe that he would get all of these new licenses if their company was in danger of that, because the new licenses are probably doing their due diligence. So again, whatever new license that's coming out, I'm really hoping Pac-Man, but whatever new license is coming out in the next couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure they got a close look at VeVe's books. I'm pretty sure Disney and Marvel, they continuously have, I'm sure they monitor that. So again, really want to just drive that point home where I think OMI right now, for the price in which you pay, the value is immense. And on top of that, like the risk, I think, is mostly gone. Sure, short term, anything can happen. Not even short term. Yeah, you could have something horrendous happen. Oh, we can go to zero, right? Like any investment go to zero anytime. But I think the risk is mostly gone because this is their second bear market that they've been through. And this is not the first bear market where they just like had no revenue, where, it was quite a different one where they had a ton of money coming in all the time. I think after letting go X amount of staff, they probably tightened up the budget a bit, probably a little bit more frugal. I feel like David in general is frugal. But yeah, those are my thoughts there. Anyway, we have a bunch of news to go over from the past couple of days. Yesterday's was a lot, and we do have the OMI is my homie show tomorrow. So I do want to go over this all before then because I'm not going to have that. I might go live tomorrow too. What do we got here from yesterday? Vampirella, cool interview with Chan. Talk about OMI. Oh, I don't think I can go over that. Although it's in the Discord, I might be able to. 162 is the lowest. Man, damn. Kuma says, any of you guys building in the VeVeverse? I'm not. It's just that I don't really have a like a good computer for that. Like I have this new tablet, but that's about it. So nah. 411 cigarette. Nice. What's up, vegan things? Boss says, how well funded is Definity? How long can they last without additional business? Definity makes more than VeVe every month, with the exception of May, because May is Star Wars month and VeVe made like $600,000. But aside from that, Definity makes more than VeVe every month, so they're good. Lou says, haha, you said do that. Licensed IP on my way to fill your bag. Says, hey fam, what up, girl? Pump the price, do it. What if VeVe listed all the ones they held back? This would not happen again pre-launch. I think they want to keep a bunch back. For giveaways versus other stuff, I don't know. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Space Penguin. Thank you for Thank you for being awesome and commenting on my stuff. I was supposed to be in a Space Penguin space before. I got caught up in the DigiJoints comic. Dude, it is so good. Like 2 days ago, I was kind of worried because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know where this is gonna go. I didn't think that Nike the Pig and Shiro were gonna be in here, but here they are. And then like yesterday, I was like, oh, well, this could be an interesting idea. And then it became like there's like 2 pages in the Nike or in the DigiJoints comic that's like a horror movie. It's like, oh my god. And then it's so, oh god, it's so good. But yeah, they can't do that because they need to have some stuff back for giveaways and such. Swappy number 5, he's late, but he made it. Meow meow. And thank you, Amelia. I will totally, once they get back to me, I will let them know for you. We buy an all, yeah. The first one's gonna sell out pretty easily. We'll do 2,025 mints, I think. From pretty. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. So yeah, I think they yeah, well, 2,025 minutes. That'll sell out pretty easily. Cool interview. OMI now. Okay. Oh yeah, so the Genie's lamp for our Disney Pinnacle went to like 4,400. Pluto was like 3,100. Bunny egg 20. So yeah, I think this one of one, if we get it, will be thousands of dollars. So I hope I get it. I want to see how many keys have been used. And we'll do go to the collection here, go to the keys. 71,000 keys have been used. And no, so yeah, I'm gonna be like Steph, and I'm gonna wait till 90,000 have done, and then and if I miss it, I miss it. And I claim 2 keys every 4 hours. So that's pretty sweet. Could you buy more? I don't think you can buy more keys. There's no way, right? There's no way. Yeah, no. Because if I did, I'd just buy like a bunch of them, right? Moving on here. I'm gonna start. Oh, I forgot to send this to my friend. Messages. Tammy. My friend wants to learn to play poker like you. I think this was from 2 days ago. Okay. Moving on. Singlewood. My collectibles posted the other day. Milestone reached with the completion of Amazing Spider-Man number 256. Comic set today. He now has 700 comics in his VeVe collection and 160 sets. Good for you, my collectibles. 700 comics, 404 collectibles, 160 sets. He's getting that bread. More comics than I do. More sets than I do. He's going. I guess when you work for the company, you get that bread. Yeah. Oh, also, somebody was selling a sub 100 Spider-Man New York Comic Con with a New York hat on for like $19. It was sub 100. I was like, oh, these guys are crazy, taking some crazy pills. So you know, I got it. Oh, Trump. Hold on. Oh god. There's why am I only getting this now? Oh, this is a lot. We're gonna go over this later. Give me 1 sec here. Wow. Trump crypto venture raised 220 million for Bitcoin mining. Oh my gosh. Oh my good golly gosh. It's incredible. We have BlackRock bought 1.12 billion worth of ETH in the past month, and they manage $11 trillion. Again, they bought $1.1 billion worth of Ethereum in the last month. I think he knows what's coming. BlackRock bought 1.1 billion last week, pushing its holding. All right, so he bought 1.1 billion in the last month, and $1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin in the last week, pushing its holdings to an all-time high of $77 billion worth of. My God, man. Good to see you. Guy named Ready Mate. I don't know who he is, but he said, I'm glad to see the VeVe community still grinding. I haven't checked out VeVe Official in a while. So you see a couple of people that are slowly coming back, and I see it trickling in. Michael Saylor says, in 21 years, you'll wish you'd bought more. Talking about Bitcoin. Love this Mr. Brett Smith. Exclusive ride for today. And he's talking about the DeLorean. I think, is it DeLorean? For sure. For show. Amar Youssef is now level 72. Shout out to Amar Youssef. Delorean Labs is degens, motivated, community-driven. Welcome to the future. Major alpha coming soon for Delorean Labs. What is it? I don't know. We'll see. They type in hashtag DMC or $DMC and believe, bull, B-U-L-L-I-V-E, as in like they're bullish on DMC. I'm going to con. Pudgy Penguins has partnered up with Solana News. Interesting. Bro, the fact that the Department of Homeland Security's official Twitter page has ice hats on alligator Lokis. They're not alligator Lokis. They are alligators? Crocs? I can never tell. Yeah, there's a whole craziness, like the Alcatraz of Florida, where prisoners go and there's no gates around there. They could choose to leave, but the gators will kill them. There was a Black Star Umbreon PSA 10 or Gold Star Umbreon PSA 10 sold for $45,000. Gold Star Latios PSA 10 sold for $50,000, which is nuts, and a Gold Star Latias for $72,000. Inauguration, yeah, bro. Bezos' wedding. The same people who threw a fit over Bezos showing up at Trump's inauguration to lecture about riding a bike to save the planet were the very ones that happily hopped on private jets to attend his wedding. Bananas, right? Bananas. This is KYC. This is from DEVVE, or this is from a guy from DEVVE saying, good morning from UK. Sorry for the slow comment to this. Respect your view, but I want to raise a really important consideration about KYC. We've had a number of comments saying it's a limiting factor, but it's the exact opposite. Why? Crypto market has roughly $3.3 trillion. The crypto market is roughly 3.3 trillion. The entire crypto market, that is. Most crypto folk think of an exchange as another KuCoin, Binance, etc. DEVVE exchange is merging TradFi with DeFi, and TradFi does not exist without KYC. TradFi stock markets in 2024 are 126 trillion USD market cap. DEVVE exchange is an exchange and more. It has lending, other things. Aave, which is a cool project, has 16 billion in lending at minute. In the US lending market alone, TradFi did 10.4 trillion last year. Not saying that's all moving to the DEVVE exchange, but that would be idealistic. But I'm saying that in order to move out of a pond and into the ocean, you need to KYC. Hope this offers something to consider, and he leaves it at that. Oh, there's more. Somebody says, genuinely, no one is pretending here. It is pointing out the level of liquidity available in the DeFi crypto versus the level of liquidity available outside. There are different rules of engagement for both sets. Having full regulatory compliance isn't just desired, it's necessary for banks, investment funds, hedge funds, pension funds, governments, etc. And that's a lot of capital that can't be deployed. Paul from Delubach told us this. He would love to offer Aave to his clients, but he simply can't. It's impossible. So having KYC, AML, and all the appropriate licenses at the DEVVE exchange is critical to unlock that capital. Even aside from TradFi, there are many ordinary folk who will appreciate full regulation and all the safeguards that come with it. As someone with significant responsibilities, I do not want to be locking up my capital in a fly-by-night platform, for example, as we've seen with BitForex and other things. Law, order, and taxes are inevitable. There's always a trade-off there. Not really appropriate to discuss the function of law within society here in the DEVVE chat, though. And to circle back to your original point, I seriously don't believe that following the law on KYC will hold us back. Quite the opposite. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Need the cat count to be 500 editions? No. That one 500 editions would sell out, I think, in minutes. But also, there's a lot of people that would. But no, 2025. That's going to be the mints. It's the first one. There's like a dozen first appearances in there. The cat will. The second one might be 1,000, or like 500 to 1,000. Ladies on Soul might be 500. Like there'll be a couple one that might be really cheap, or really low. But it's also going to depend on how much VeVe takes. Like, it's their platform; they're going to take a bit. How much do they take? We'll see. Who says Nova for the 2X? Nice. Is there a VeVe versus mobile app? They're working on it. I don't know when it's going to come out though. I have MCB 400. Oh my god, that is just such a huge flex right there. Damn, 400 sets, 5,400. God, my god, bro, you are. Who? Who's saying this? Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Monthly now, an idiot. Okay. Damn, DEVVE is that at 60 cents? I really should have deployed the rest of that capital at 34 cents. I really should have deployed the rest of that capital at that. It's 59.9 cents right now. I think now that the roadmap they know is going to be released in the next week. Yeah, but like at the time when you have an account with $150,000 worth of DEVVE, an account with $220,000 worth of DEVVE that were selling at like the 40 to 35 cent range. Yeah, of course I was gonna wait to buy more. I thought it was gonna go down 25 cents. And now it's just bruh. Yeah. Let me text Tammy. Be like, our DEVVE ain't doing that bad. Our DEVVE ain't doing that bad this week. And why is bumper up? Can anyone say like why is bumper up like 50%? I am. All right, there's a contract address. Let me. Who's buying bumper now? Yeah, people were. It's up 12% on the $480 in volume. So there's like no volume, but I don't know. Again, it's not an amount where it's going to raise an eyebrow for me to think, ooh, like again, if it's like, could it be insiders that are buying it up now? Like again, I don't see that because again, I messaged Jonathan the other day and he hasn't gotten back to me. Oh yeah, yeah, bro, Fias is up crazy amounts too. Well, there was somebody that bought like $22,000 worth of Fias in one freaking go, and when your market cap is like $2 million, you put in 1% at one time. Yeah, like this entire green candle, I'm pretty sure I could find it. Yeah, 4 hours ago, $22,000 on any given day. Let me go to. Let me go to the, like on the month. Okay, $8,000 in volume on June 3rd, 8,000 on June 10th, 7,700 on the 16th, 8,700 on June 19th, 5,000 on the 26th. Oh, there's 63,000 on the 29th, or maybe. Yeah, I think I know why. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Why is there getting such crazy volume on Fias? Obviously, that's like one of the first things on the DEVVE blockchain. So yeah, maybe it goes crazy. I mean, it's what's its market cap now? I think it's like a couple million, right? Yeah, it's a $2.8 million market cap, 6.8 fully diluted. Yeah, this could run. Like if DEVVE goes to like $10 billion, Fiat should probably go to 100 million. It's like a 30 something X from here. Because again, and DEVVE is not the only thing that's going to be used on the DEVVE exchange. Like Fios will be used on the DEVVE exchange as well, and not as much as DEVVE, but still, it's going to be used there. I mean, heckin' ridiculous. Be heckin' ridiculous. Anytime DEVVE goes, Fios goes harder. Yeah, and again, I don't know. Oh, Rebel Duck, what you do, girl? Oh, good for you, Rebel Duck. VeVe Comics burn data. Over 500 comics and rarities have been burned. Let's see what they were. Star Wars Mandalorian. Oh, the Mandalorian. I forgot about that. So 71% remaining. Okay, what are some other ones? Star Wars Revenge of the Sith #1s, were those burned? Oh, they're not burned yet. They're not burned yet. They will be burned at some point though. Wait, Star Wars Mandalorian. How many of those were burned? All right, hold on. We gotta figure this out here. Mandalorian. And if we search for comics, okay, the drop is still ongoing for Mandalorian. That's what it says, but it shouldn't, right? Yeah, 16 May. No, they should have burned. They did. They burned. So there's like 5,000 editions left. So Mandalorian Secret Rare. There's 135 remain. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, good times. And how? All right, in the market, what are they going for? Because this is #1, right? And the commons are going for $2. How much money do I have? It's in my wallet. I have $5 left. Never mind. I just spent them all on freaking Nova. Spent them all on Nova. And the ultra rare is $7. Hold up. How much was the ultra rare on the drop price? The list price was $10, and the ultra rare is $7. I am not sure I understand. And there's multiple of them for 7 and 8, and not like. I'm not sure I understand the calculus. So I'm not, heck it. I'm not gonna. I've spent way too much money on VeVe stuff recently. I'm telling myself that, and I'm trying to X out of it so I don't get that. My favorite VeVe one. There's a few. Alligator Loki comes to mind because that's my baby, right? The VeVe Gold logo, I feel like it's such an obvious answer. The Komi logo, all right. So VeVe logo, just because of the sheer brilliance of it, and again, like that's the stuff that keeps on giving. The longer you have it, like the better it is for you. So, Alligator Loki, VeVe Secret Rare logo, the Akomi Secret Rare logo, because it was only given to those people that have had that have had 10 million OMI in their account at the time. Give me 1 second here. More buys for DEVVE. Okay. Cool beans. I'm gonna give this to my friendo Ohio. Hope tomorrow is okay. So those 3, and I'm gonna, and I guess a couple more. These ones are probably less significant because they only really have meaning to me. Ice King from the Ice King from the Adventure Time collectibles, because aside from Rugrats, that's the one. It's just a beautiful story. It's very sad, and not everyone can appreciate that great writing. that is one of the saddest things in the world, that certain people's attention span and intelligence are not able to grasp certain things. I didn't know that this was a thing until like the mid to late 2000s. And it's on the pilot of Kyle XY, where he hears Pachelbel's Canon in D being played by the next door neighbor. Dude's got like super hearing. And it's the voiceover, it's him walking like towards the neighbor's house, and he says it was part mathematics and part euphoria. And that was what he was hearing. You know, like the 4/4, that's the beat of Pachelbel's Canon in D, and again, it's one of the most beautiful songs ever written. And he goes and he's like staring at this girl playing this piano, and he says that he's sure that what he was hearing was a gift to the world, meant to fill all that heard it with joy and emotion. And then the girl's mom comes in, doesn't look, doesn't even pay attention to Kyle, doesn't even notice that there's a boy in the house. She says, "Hey man, I'm home." She's carrying like grocery bags, right? And then Kyle says, "Then it struck me that not everyone could appreciate this miracle, and my sorrow grew for them." And that's the way that I feel about the Ice King, where it's such an amazing, like, and that's, I get that feeling just in comic books and anime in general. There are so many people out there, and I think the pandemic, as horrendous as that was for everyone, most people, that actually helped a little bit of comics and maybe helped a little bit of anime. But there are people out there like, oh, that's like cartoons, right? And it's just like, bro, just give it a chance. Like, just read one, just watch one. And it's like these guys that are just like, they're like pretty big, and it's like, bro, you don't work out, bro, step into a gym once and you'll get yoked. And it's some of these people, and so I really appreciate Adventure Time for the storytelling that they do, and again, Ice King, just that story. So I really like him. So again, that's not for really any ROI or anything. That's just my own personal thing. And then I guess the same with some of the Cryptkins, and I poop on them all the time. Be like, guys, I don't think the Cryptkins are going to 12x, right? Like I would say like your blue chip bets are like your Todd, Rizos, Supermans, etc. But the Cryptkins I like because I like weird, and I like things that are, like Albert Einstein once said, the most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. And like that's the epitome of mystery, like Cryptkin stuff that like you don't know if they're real or not. Like everyone that's drank a little too much Robitussin or NyQuil will tell you that they've seen the Hat Man. You have all of these hallucinations by all these people. Same thing with people that take like mushrooms. Like, no, you can't tell me that's not what that I didn't see what I saw. And they'll count it as like one of the most top 5 beautiful experiences that they ever had, or most important experiences that they've ever had. So yeah, the Cryptkins I really like as well. And again, I crap on them all the time because they're probably not going to give you a good ROI. But for me personally, those are really cool just because of what they represent. And I feel like I've gone way too long on this. We still have so much news to go over, but I see a bunch of comments too. They're VeVe comic now. The one that's not yet released, definitely daCAT. But the ones that I got, so I got and I'll change. I want to go back for 1 second. Partner statue, I believe, is one of the most significant, if not the most significant collectible on VeVe. So I got 2, one for me, one for daCAT. They're both 3 digits. And similar for the comics, the Civil War and Secret War comics. Civil War is probably one of the best written comics. That is one of the best pieces of literature ever written in the history of the world. I will repeat, the Civil War comics are some of the best pieces of literature ever written in the history of the world, and they couldn't do it justice with the movie. Maybe one day they'll make like a 12-part Netflix series about it. It is, God, it is so beautiful. And Secret Wars, same. Secret Wars is so freaking good. So those, and unfortunately we don't really get a lot of those on VeVes with like the tie-ins and the whole series. So having Amazing Fantasy, I have the common. I gave the ultra rare to the daCAT account, which is part of my account right for now. Do that spreading at some point. But as far as comics that I mean, that's a good one. I think Aliens vs. Avengers #1 was really cool. And that mini series was like, the fourth one was I don't know, I was kind of let down. The first one was so epic. The second one was good. The third one was so epic as well. Like the first and third just blew me away. I mean, that in recent history, I would say that, but there's a couple that Predator vs. Spider-Man is also so good. And I'm just going through recent ones. And again, I don't really think these are going to be crazy ROI, but these are just ones that I really like. VeVe Gold logo, like the Bitcoin and VeVe NFTs, was that? I think for everyone in the world, partner statue is probably most significant. Maybe Spider-Man, secret rare, Peter Parker. But partner, it's a double first appearance. It's Mickey again. Spider-Man, secret rare, but there's so many other Spider-Man. There's the ultra rare, the rare, the uncommon, the common. There's tens of thousands of those. And then you have all of the Mighties Spider-Man, and then you have the Groot Spider-Man, and then you have the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Like, there's so many. You don't need the secret. Like, there's only one partner statue. Now, there's a Mickey Platinum. There's going to be a bunch of other Mickeys. Like, there's the lenticular card. There's only one Walt, and there's only one first appearance. Like you can make them like. And then here's an argument for Spider-Man again. You can make as many other Spider-Man as you want. There's really only one first appearance, like true first appearance, like Ben Reilly's first appearance, and like Zombie Hunter Spider-Man's the first appearance. But there's really only one true for FA. Same thing with Mickey. Like, as many other Mickeys as they make, there's only one FA, and then there's also only one Walt. I don't think they'll ever do another Walt Disney. So again, I think partners is one of the most significant on the app. But the utility you got with that, which is really important for Web3 peeps, it was said and done. Like, it was, hey, we got the year's worth of the Disney Plus if you got it on the drop. But the gold logo, guys, we might be getting actual gold. Like, we might be getting actual gold for this. And again, this is VeVe's own IP. It's the first IP that VeVe has ever gotten. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm hyping myself into wanting to get another one. Where the heck is my Stacker wallet here? I'm not gonna do it. I shouldn't do it. I probably won't do it. Yeah, unless there's like a VeVe Gold logo, like that's for like, again, like 3. Why is this not VeVe Gold and Silver? Stacker's not working. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Yeah, no, it's $4,500, 25 million OMI. I'm not ready to give that up. Not ready to give it up. Robinhood says, you didn't think we just announced new products, did you? Robinhood chain is currently being built on Arbitrum to power the future of asset ownership. Ethereum says Ethereum is for tokenized stocks. They actually posted the future price of Ethereum as well. And also what I had, oh God, who did I mention this to? I mentioned this to Manu before. Let me see if I can find this message. Add Robinhood to the list of companies building on Ethereum. PayPal, Visa, Stripe, Sony, Fidelity, JP Morgan, Starbucks, Nike, Adidas, MasterCard, Reddit, Ernst & Young, and Shopify, and more. Ethereum is quietly becoming the foundational layer of the modern world. And Manu did not get back to me. I'm very salty about that. I'm almost positive that they were building on ETH as well. Give me 1 second here. I love this. There will be signs. All right, where is this? Hold on. Isn't choosing ETH. Give me 1 second here. I have to go and take a message and forward it. Forward. Oh shoot! Can't forward that. Can't forward that. Sorry. I almost forwarded something that I shouldn't have. But we're good. We're good. I just have to find this, and Telegram takes forever. I'm seeing conflicting posts. Posts. I said my posse. That was a great one. So yeah, the VeVe Gold logo is their first, and I think VeVe becomes $100 billion business one day, if not hundreds of, if not $1 trillion business one day. Well, and there's so few of them, right? And there's so many people. There's so many people that have gold logos that understand wealth and value in a way that many people that own partner statues don't. And what I mean by that is having a partner statue used to mean something because it was, so high in value. And then now essentially anyone can have a partner statue, and those people, when it goes X amount, like they're gonna sell it or whatever. But I'm sure there's a partner statue group. There's probably two. If there is, someone let me know, add me, because now I have 2 partner statues. But for the VeVe Gold logo, the amount of people that have them, the amount of people that are stacking them, and the types of people they understand that wealth can be a generational thing. So in general, there's less logos, and the amount of people that have multiple that are locking them up, multiples of those as well. Me, I don't have kids, so one of them is definitely going to get yeeted and sold, because that's what it is. Damn, dude, people get so much. I have to get more. I want more. Keno says a roadmap update. Our technical roadmap is generally final. Yeah, this is for DEVVE. That is for DEVVE. So that's why I think we've seen a little bit of I think some insiders might be buying this up a little bit. Yeah, that was DEVVE ecosystem. Air Blues is what happened to the image quality, Randy. They can do with better camera mate. So this is a new tablet. And like I don't know why it's worse than the old one. Give me 1 sec, yeah. So again, I don't know why this new tablet from 2025 that came out in like February is worse than my tablet from 2020. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. Sorry. Why is that? Because VeVeverse doesn't have a mobile app at this moment. I mean, they do. It's just not released yet. The team is always building, looking for feedback. You use OMI to buy a new camera. No, they're not getting my OMI. Need a Predator collectible on the app. We have comics with Predator on it, but yeah, agreed. We should. Yeah, dude, Zombie 100 Spider-Man is so chill, right? He's so cool. I really like him, and you got to see what kind of looks like him in Spider-Man No Way Home. Mine too, booth looking to get 1977 birthday year on one of them, then found the other one, bought it. Oh, got the matching set. Yes, I'm old. You're old as heck. all good, fam. It's all good. It's all good. Doing that bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why bumper it. Yeah. Go Devi. Go Devi. You're not doing too bad, Devi. Yo, girl. Girl. Yeah, Fias is staying there. Devi's getting that bread at 59 cents. Oh, they were at 60-ish for a minute, and then they got sold down. But yeah, not bad, kid. Okay, like I said, we have a bunch of other news to go to. So let's get to it. Texas Governor Abbott signs a law making gold and silver legal tender in day-to-day financial transactions. El Salvador now holds a level 1 travel advisory, which is the safest rating by US standards, safer than France, Sweden, UK, Italy, Germany, Spain, and the Netherlands. So I repeat, El Salvador is safer than France, Sweden, UK, Italy, Germany, Spain, and the Netherlands. That is wild. Like let that sink in. You have, so there was this girl on TikTok that had a breakdown because she lives in France and wants to see the place, but she keeps getting harassed. She gets harassed not by the people that were born in France, not by the French people, I think mostly, but it's by people that are not from there. I'm not going to say the words. But Nayib Bukele says this is the result of glorifying criminals in Paris. He who spares the wolf sacrifices the sheep. Anyway, Josh Mandel says people are warning me in advance that they are going to sell at 400K and 420K, front running my 444K target. Talking about Bitcoin, he's like, but maybe I'll actually sell at 427 or 454. You don't know who I am. I like big blocks and I cannot lie. That's hysterical. Over 4 years in the making, from Savid with VeVe official saying, and today it's a total of 5,000 comics and collectibles. 5,000 more to come. That is absolutely insane. So happy for him. NFT Whale says he would like to formally welcome himself to the VeVe Gold Logo Club. VeVe Magic saying welcome to the family. Got a nice welcome. There's my little pupper. There's Ralphie. He was being a cutie yesterday. It was yesterday, right? That was yesterday. In June 2010, Gavin Andreessen launched Bitcoin's first faucet giveaway. It was giving away 5 Bitcoin to anyone who solved a CAPTCHA. He gave out 19,700 Bitcoin, which is now worth over 2 billion. Could you imagine? 3 Bitcoins for solving CAPTCHAs. Wild. The Ladies on the Soul, 501c3 is fully registered. Realtor, CPA firm, and architectural engineer are working in tandem to make Soul Sanctuary a reality. Is this a guaranteed like 10x or 100x for this token? That's at like a $18,000 market cap. No, nothing's guaranteed. Anything can go to zero at any time. I am going to try to buy my way onto the board because I want to help and I want to get experience on my, what's that called? For my sanctuary at some point, which is really going to be more like a reservation. Delorean, major cup and handle again. Talking about it since yesterday. Gary O at 1234 say 3 says thin floors on. He completed the Nova set, the Nova comic set, and which one is this one? Oh, is this the Captain America? Vibranium Secret Rare. Yeah, Captain America Volume 1. That's really cool. Debbie says, in Europe, lending crypto via smart contracts can trigger a taxable event. That's a problem for adoption, and a big one. With the DEVVX blockchain, we're building transaction systems where lending happens at the validator level. Your crypto never has to move, so no wallet change, no taxable events, just smarter finance. Link down below to the DEVVE exchange. Devi's pumping, guys. And we've pumped quite a lot. We were at 34 cents not too long ago. We're at 59 cents now. I do expect a bit of a pullback because they've gone, I think it's over the course of a week. Nah, it might have been like a week and a half. On June 22nd, they were at 34 cents. Now they're at almost 60. Why? I think it's because I think it's because like people know that the roadmap is coming out. New website might be coming out. Other stuff might be coming out. Connecticut officially bans the state from creating a Bitcoin. Are you freaking kidding me? Connecticut is such trash. Such a rookie move. Oh my God. Bro, why? Oh my God. That is that. Somebody said more like Connecticut. Bro, that is such. That is a generational fade. My God, that is dumb. Giveaway stuff happening. Cool beans, cool beans. I like it. Do you like it like that? I don't know why Regis Philbin saying, "Do you like it like that?" I like it like. I don't know why that lives rent free in my head, but it does. Oh, we're at hour 46 here. Still a lot to go over. Yep, ladies doing good. Canada drops digital services tax to resume U.S. trade talks. Of course. Robinhood launches micro futures contracts for XRP and Solana. Gemini launches tokenized stocks for EU traders, beginning with on-chain representation of MicroStrategy on Arbitrum. BitVavo secures a micro license from the Netherlands. And Rex Osprey to launch Solana, Ethereum staking ETFs after resolving SEC comments. That's cool. Delorean Labs says brands matter. Thank you for the warm welcome, Web3. We're just getting started to gear up to 88 miles per hour. What I would like to see them do, DeLorean, is not go to 0088 because they've already passed that. I would like to see them to go to 8.8 cents. That would be a 10x from here. They would really enjoy that. Would very much enjoy that if they did, you know. Would love it if they did like I said, it's like a 9.5x from here, almost a 10x from here. That would make me happy. That would make me very happy if they did. Let's see what else we got. So O'Malley posted a video yesterday, and then he immediately took it down. He's just like, did I find a new VeVe website? It has Street Fighter, Cause, Supreme, Naruto on it. And it was all AI. So you could tell because of the prices. You could tell, like, again, it's all AI. So if ever an influencer says, like, guys, did I just find this? And it's, I think, unfortunate that I have to say it. You know how there's like the supposed rule, like, oh, innocent until proven guilty. It should be considered AI until it's proven that it wasn't. It's AI until it's proven otherwise, because there are so many ways to make things look so good right now. And most times I would be able to see, like, okay, this is made by AI. And even if I didn't get it at first, the comments did, and it reaffirmed, like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. But I saw a video of, they took the real video of Joe Rogan and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Looks like they're talking. And then it's an AI voice of Neil deGrasse Tyson saying things that he has never said. And none of the comments caught it. I was like, oh, this is getting really good now. So again, until, I mean, we all could be like a simulation in general, right? But I think until it's confirmed that it's not AI, just assume that everything is, because that's what I'm assuming most times now. VeVe NFT Comics got the set yesterday for VeVe's diorama, which I thought was really cool. Okay. We got Rodney, or Crypto Journeys, that has 135,000 followers over on X. Say, DMC on Sui is finally here. Come see what Delorean Labs is building on the Sui network. I like it. Like that. Bitcoin nears highest monthly close ever. I didn't even take a look at the crypto today. What are they doing? What are the top cryptos doing here? Oh my gosh, my back. It burns. Bitcoin 107.3, down about 1.5% on the day. Ethereum 24.94, down about 1% on the day. Yeah, monthly close. I see it. I think we really start to move in Q3. I'm not saying, like, again, Q3 is tomorrow. I'm not saying we start to move tomorrow. I think towards the end of Q3, you're really going to start seeing some revving up. Bitcoin and ETH definitely top 10 most likely, and then I think alts really start late Q3, and then Q4 is when they really start to go. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Closes highs. Dude, the addiction logo is like $1,900. Like, what? Slum Doge Millionaire says crappy on base is looking good. I want to go over that real quick. Take a look at the crappy bird. It's up about 9% on the day. 193,000 in volume, $3 million market cap. Do I do 0006? We were 0006 a month ago. In April, we were 0001. Actually, in April, we were 00015 for Crappy Bird. Now we're 0025. It is up 1,200% in 3 months. I repeat, up 1,200% in 3 months. I like Crappy Bird. I have Crappy Bird. I like it a lot. It's at a $3 million market cap. I'll probably sell it 10 million. I'll sell a little bit at $10 million market cap. Trump to Japan saying, buy our oil or face the tariff Godzilla. It's hysterical. Trump's mad that Japan ships millions of cars to the US but won't return the favor. His fix? Japan should start buying a whole lot more American oil and other stuff to shrink the trade gap. Meanwhile, Japan is in full panic mode, trying to dodge a brutal 24% tariff starting July 9th, on top of the 25% they're already dealing with. Get him, Trump. Get him. VeVe Dojo Mojo, it's a play on Mr. Mojo Jojo, has 378 Star Wars posters from The Empire Strikes Back, which is wild. I repeat, he has 378 posters. Here's a picture of me and my former kitty. His name is Hooch. Love Hooch. Hooch is Hooch. 3 years ago, on this day, 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago, on this day, I think OMI was 00144. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. Oh, it was 3 years ago on this day. Wow. Wow. Crazy times, right? If you dollar cost averaged, you'd have a pretty good amount of, you'd have a pretty nice dollar cost average. Fogue says, completed my first VeVe official VeVe comic feed set. Let's go. And it's Fantastic Four #1. That is one of the best comic books, I think, on VeVe. Metaplanet just bought 1,005 Bitcoin worth $108.1 million. We need to talk about Riri Williams. I have 4 sub-100 Riri Williams. Ironheart is a great character. Iron Wars, great book, like great comics, right? Riri Williams is supposed to be one of the smartest people in Marvel, where her mind is supposed to rival that of Tony Stark's. And not even late last night, early this morning at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I'm writing the DigiComics comic and the DigiJoints comic, and I was like, I need a break. So I'm going to watch a little bit, maybe like 10 or 20 minutes of Ironheart as I go to bed. So I posted this on X. I say, I don't get a ton of free time, but just now I wanted to watch a few minutes of the new Ironheart series on Disney+. I even have a few of her digital collectibles on VeVe Official, 4 sub-100s. 2 minutes into it, Riri says, you think Tony Stark would be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? Full stop. First off, how freaking dare you? You forgot genius, playboy, philanthropist. You forget what he built the Mach 1 in a cave with a box of scraps Did the writers just not see Iron Man 3 when he didn't have access to his money or tech for half the movie? The fact that he saved New York from a nuke by flying it into space without knowing he'd be able to come back? The man discovered how to safely travel through time. And Riri is supposed to be one of the smartest people in Marvel, but she can't figure out that people are more than their bank accounts. Why on God's green earth did you make her speak those words? Yeah, let's build up this new character by absolutely shitting on our most beloved character. Ironheart writers, probably. I love Riri, and you made me hate her character. The people that wrote Ironheart should all be fired for the absolute trash job that they did, where in the first 2 minutes, you make me say F you to this, and I can't watch it now. So, yeah, that was big bad on the writers for not recognizing any of the stuff that Tony Stark did. Absolutely crapping on him. And making Riri say those words. Riri is one of the smartest people in the world, and you make her talk like she's an idiot. Like that, writers deserve zero respect for that. And yeah, I got a sub 100 Spider-Man Comic-Con edition with a New York hat for $19. $19, y'all are taking crazy pills. Donald Trump says, for cost-cutting Republicans, of which I am one, remember, you still have to get reelected. Don't go too crazy. We will make it all up 10 times, or times 10, with growth more than ever before. Ash Crypto Real says, U.S. is going to print trillions of dollars. Alt season is not a matter of when, or it's not a matter of if, it's when. Trump is very, very adamant that the big, beautiful bill will do more good than harm. I don't see that yet, but I assume he's smarter than me, so we'll see. Ash Crypto Real says, breaking, publicly listed Bitmine Immersion Technologies is going to raise $250 million for buying Ethereum. That is massive. Supreme Court rejects Coinbase's request to block IRS from accessing user data. Ends the breaks. Robinhood to launch tokenized stocks in Europe, and Definity Market says tokenized equities going live for millions in Europe. DEVVE says, have you met Will Stewart, our chairman of the board? He's the former executive chairman of Expansive and helped scale it to a $5 billion exchange. With over 30 years of international venture capital across the US, Japan, and China, Will is helping DEVVE go global. Learn more about Will's vision on the YouTube channel and the link down below for the DEVVE exchange and why you should sign up. Treasury Secretary Bissent says they are working to select Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's replacement in the coming weeks. Good. Scientists are sending cannabis to space to mutate it. Cannabis seeds are headed to orbit to soak up space radiation and see how they mutate. Back on Earth, scientists will grow clones from those seeds, analyze changes in THC and CBD, and stimulate Martian soil and gravity to see how space trees affects the plant's chemistry survival. They'll study everything from leaf size to stress response, hoping to create future-ready space crops. Cannabis is a super versatile plant, strong fibers, fast growth, useful compounds like CBD, basically a Swiss Army knife for space colonists. If we're going to farm on Mars, cannabis might just be a pioneer crop. Treasury Secretary Bissent says crypto stablecoin legislation could be finalized by mid-July. Let's go. Oh, breath. A body. Talk about people. Okay. See that. Sean Berg says MC1 collection coming along. Always keep one non-PC random mint to sell when something rips. The rest is personal collection. Good for him. Solana staking ETF will start trading from Wednesday. Bullish for Solana. Michael Saylor's strategy just got added to the Russell Top 200 index. They're going to have to buy a lot of it. So that's going to do great. Robinhood launches ETH and Solana staking. Bitcoin News has giant Bitcoin logo displayed in the Las Vegas Sphere. Thought that was great. CZ says, I asked Binance to sponsor a Bitcoin ad on the Sphere without any Binance logos or mentions back in 2023. Even paid some deposit, but was later held back due to other distractions. Good to see it being done now. I don't know who sponsored this now, but hats off to them. Cheers to them. Gary O says, counted my secret rares, broke 150 secret rare comics this week. 156 counting duplicates, 115 titles. Ignore the 8 million. And Vincent Zerzolo says amazing. He's got a bunch of cool stuff there, Gary. Ash Crypto Real says breaking a quarter billion USDC was minted at the USDC Treasury. Good for them. There's so much stuff to go over. Dollars.eth saying, what's up, fam? Say, what up, brother? He's a cool dude. I got to see who else commented on some of my posts here. Wolf for Life says, Vader 3D. Hated they removed the 4D feature. What? What'd wait, the 4D feature? Wait, like, tell me about this 4D feature. And Donnie, please, says, let's go, Shiro. Shiro to the moon. Yeah. Let's go, Shiro. Get that bread. What else we got here? Live. Well, thank you, Rebel Duck, for being awesome. Everything is awesome. Sesame Street says, we just thought you should know that you are super, and VeVe Digital Collectibles reposted it. There you can see the repost. Thought that was cool. Treasury Secretary Dissent says he's ready to replace Fed Chair Jerome Powell if President Trump wants him to. Good. Do it right now. Do it right now. There's a $4,100, almost $4,200 sale from Disney's Mickey and Friends Volume 2. Yostef says it's a massive sale. Let me go to Pinnacle here again and see. I think I have 5 or maybe 4. Yeah, in 2 hours, there's going to be out. In 2 hours, there's going to be another set of keys that you can get. Live Genesis capsule thing. There's been 68. I only have 4 keys. Oh no! It was unlocked by user 68657244. Oh man, somebody got it. No. I gotta text Steph. Where is she? So close. We missed it. Next time. Damn, rough. Anyway, we are going to be able to get more keys because there's another one of Mr. and Mrs. Incredible that is going to be unlocked soon. Yeah, damn them all to hell. Also, I am introducing the Hat Man in the DigiJoints story. The Hat Man. So that's going to be really fun. I can't wait to get that done. It says, what's new with Earth 2, fam? I'm crazy behind. Oh, okay. Let me take a look at their Essence token, because we're at 60 cents for Debbie. There you go. Earth 2 Essence. Okay, he's crazy behind. So there's $100,000 worth of Essence, but only $25,000 worth of Ethereum there, and it's not locked up. The Essence token has taken a massive hit from the bear market. Oh god, hiccups. But I believe that once the game comes out and the metaverse narrative hits, it goes crazy. I've seen an uptick in property buying. People going nuts with Sidroids and rating. I think Predict knows quite a bit more. And let's move on. All right, there's Definity stuff. Yep, roadmap from. Yeah, roadmap is going to be. We're going to get the roadmap this week. I'm going to guess Thursday. I want to guess Thursday for the roadmap because Friday's 4th of July, and tomorrow I have so much stuff to do tomorrow. Oh, it's my friend's birthday tomorrow. If he's still over in Germany, I'm gonna wish him a happy birthday now. If you're still in Germany, happy birthday. If you're not, bitch. Call her a bitch. Real friends call each other bitches. Okay. I'm so busy. Oh God, I'm so busy the next few days. Yeah, I might fudge Thursday. I have that thing at. Oh, it's at 1. No. Okay. All right. I might have to reschedule a couple things here. But yeah, I think we'll get the DEVVE roadmap on Thursday. President Trump calls for a 1% interest rate or better and says the Fed should be ashamed of themselves. Agreed. Senator Cynthia Lummis calls for Congress to end unfair taxes on Bitcoin and crypto. For years, miners and stakers have been taxed twice, once when they receive block rewards and again when they sell it. It's time to stop this unfair tax treatment and ensure that America is the world's Bitcoin and crypto superpower. Agreed, Senator Lummis. This is Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I think this is in DragonCon. Too early for DragonCon. I don't know where this is, but it looks like DragonCon. US and India are going to announce a new trade deal very soon. Congrats to them. Don't know about that. Germany's largest banking group, Sparkassen, is going to launch crypto trading services in 2026. Very good. Kennedy, CDC. Robert Kennedy, RFK says the CDC covered up an internal study which found a 1,135% increase in autism risk from hepatitis B vaccine. Interesting. Elon Musk slams President Trump's big beautiful bill and calls to create a new political party. Can't they just get along? Can't they just get along? The number 123 count secret rare sold for 1,500, which I thought was great. Good for them. Good for them. And then let's do, I think, yeah. Oh, there's still so much news to go over. Oh, I didn't mean for this to go this long. Sorry, I've been going for 2 hours already. Raoul Paul says that he believes nobody except Punk 6529 understands how big NFT technology will be, saying we currently only think of JPEGs, but it will almost certainly be the vast majority of basic consumer crypto use cases in the coming decade. Any contract can and will be an NFT, says Raoul Paul. I agree. I think I agree with him there. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta go on this pull-up bar here for a second because I'm dying. It's gonna go. Oh. Okay. All right. Not done yet. Okay. Just gonna get that bread. Stretch out the back a little bit. Okay. We're coming back. We're moving. I can't believe I put that much money into the VeVe app today. Trying to get Nova 1976, even though VeVe held it back. Okay. Over there. Tootsies. Get this little blanket. When it's chilly, you got to put your tootsies underneath the blanket. I'm so fat. Okay, there we go. Let's move on. Entrepreneur Robert Kiyosaki reflects on buying his first Bitcoin at 6,000, calling it expensive at the time, but now at 107,000. He says he'll keep buying because when Bitcoin hits 1 million, he'll wish he had bought more at 107,000. Fair point. Fair point. Oh, Sharby, why you give me those hearts? Oh, love you, girl. Girl, tell me something, girl. U.S. stock market closes at a new record high for stocks and crypto. Conspiracy. Why is nothing being rebuilt after the LA fires? American Wolf says the purpose of this fire is to steal real estate. Same with Maui. They burn them out, make it impossible to rebuild through criminal bureaucratic malfeasance. Heads should roll. The people voted for this. Agreed. They've continuously made the absolute wrong moves after the fire, and the people are paying the price for it. Mamdani won the New York vote. Zoran Mamdani didn't win a movement. He won a low turnout primary. Only 30% of Democrats showed up to vote. Of those, just 43.5% backed Mamdani. That means only about 12.9% of Democrats voted for him. And Democrats make up about 56% of New York City's electorate. Do the math. And just 7.2% of the city's registered voters picked him. New York City has 8.2 million people, and Mamdani got 432,305 votes. That's 5% of the city handing him the keys. Polls show that he performed poorly with Black, Latino, working class, and older voters. His base is a niche alliance of white millennials and Muslim immigrants. This wasn't a mandate, it was a political vacuum. Cuomo, which is a deeply unpopular old-school machine guy, was the alternative. Mamdani's win looks like a revolution, but he will have to win over a lot more voters to take over the city. So let's see what happens to my former city. USDC issuer Circle applies for a national trust bank license in the US. It was raining before. Microsoft unveils AI medical tool claiming it performs 4 times better than human doctors. I'm very curious to see that. Bloomberg raises approval odds for Spot XRP, Sol, Litecoin ETFs to 95%. I don't know anyone that uses Litecoin anymore, but in 2014, CZ swapped his apartment for 1,500 Bitcoin at $600 each. Today's it's worth 160 million. The apartment just 1.5 million. Good move. Good move. Really good move. I want to go and check on VeVe. There's no new comments, right? Yeah, we're good. I want to check on VeVe to see some of the stuff that we have here. Oh, also, I never asked you guys to do this yet today, but I'm going to do it right now. Some of y'all can smash that like button. That'd be a great way to help support the channel. Okay. Let's go on VeVe and take a look at a couple things. Let's do partner statue, because I was talking that up before. Ow. And see where it's at. Meow, 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 meow. And if you, okay, there we go. There's 42 for sale, which I think is a bit low. 984 there, 469. So that's like 8. That's actually, hold on. 1.0001. $891 over on, so you can get it sub 900, or you can get it on Stacker, which is not bad. Excuse me. Let's do, we took a look at the VeVe Gold logo before, I believe. So let's look at, I want to see Amazing Fantasy 15 and see what some of those are at. There's 72 in the market. I feel like there's a lot less of them now. So there is, yeah, some people bought the common. Now the common is at $140. And it's 750,000 for the 750,000 OMI. So it's about in line with it. And the rare's at 120, which is interesting. And the rare 695,000 OMI, so it's about the same price. Ultra rare is 550. That moved up from 340 the other day. And 9.5 million for the number 238. And secret rare is at 7K. And the uncommon is like 90. I feel like nobody cares about the uncommon. It's 90. Let's do, what else do we have? Todd. Let's take a look at the Todd and see what he's up or down to. I haven't checked on him in a few days. 307 doll hairs. I'm going to guess 165 for the 160 or 1.65 million OMI, so it's about the same. Let's check on the Riso and see what he's at. I think he's usually around 600 to 700. 644, and then next is 666 after that. But 4 million OMI, I don't think that's really worth it. I don't see any there. All right, so there's a Miles up here, right? Well, I want to go to Miles first. And it's the rare that I'm going to talk about first. Go to collectibles because there's a lot of comics. Obviously not the Marvel Mighties. He's like 223. but there's a number 65 for 500. So it's just like 2.2, 2.3x the price of the floor. And the next cheapest sub 100 after that is like an insane amount. It's like $2,000. So nobody's going to do that. But for 500, I was very close to getting it. Like I was and I didn't, because again, I spent way too much on this freaking app lately. Way too much on the app. But anyway, that's the rare Miles Morales. Let's look at the ultra rare real quick. And see, here's the thing. The rare is 223 and the ultra rare is 230. Now I get that the rare is like the coolest looking because he's got the hoodie, he's got the fit, he's got the drip. But there's 1750 of the rare and 1,000 of the ultra rare, and it's just, I don't see the number 333. That's 5 million, all right? 1, 2. What is that? So, give me 1 second here. 0, 1's 9. Oh yeah, it's 950. Yeah, I know it's gonna do that. I feel like there's is the rare about, it looks like it's about to surpass the ultra rare. So again, Miles rare is 223, Miles ultra rare is 230. And again, that sub 100 for the rare is 499. So I do see a little bit of value there. In both of those. The floor of the ultra rare and then the sub 100 of the rare. And then the secret rare Miles, I think, is like 7. It's 9,000. Jesus. Or 40 million OMI. No way, fam. No way. Let's do the gold logo also, because I just want to see 18 of them in the. I think the lowest is by standoff chart, 45 hundo, and it's 25 million OMI from this one guy. Oh, it's Wes. Wes is trying to sell his logo. He's looking to get that OMI. He's looking to get it. And I think if Wes were to, now again, the logo's $4,500, right? So 25 million times 0.0019, 4,750. Probably not going to get it. If Wes were to do like 20 million OMI, he might get a hit on it, right? 3,800. In fact, I'll say he probably would. If he were to do 15 million OMI, I'd buy it right now. See what he says. West VeVe. Oh, my back. If you change your logo to 15 million OMI, I'll buy it right meow. Let's see what he says. Let's see what he says. See what he says. If he changes the logo to 15 million OMI, I tell him to buy it right meow. I don't think he will, because that's a little too low, But I mean, if he wants the OMI, that I think is undervalued, he might do it. We'll see. DeLorean, no, you're going the wrong way, DeLorean. No, DeLorean. Candy Mountain, Charlie. So we'll see what he says with that. I'll keep y'all posted. Although Wes really not liking the company here today. Calling VeVe a rigged slot machine. That is not a good look there. I don't. But anyway, let's do Let's do Superman. I don't think there's a ton of people covering him. There's only 49 in the market. 134 doll hairs. So 600,000 in OMI. I don't think there's going to be any. Oh, there are 2-digit editions, but they're insane. Nobody's going to pay that. It's wild. Yeah, no, nobody's paying 25 million. The number 46 Superman is great. Nobody's paying 45 million for that. Yeah. It looks like he's got his logo up there. It is a bit higher than the floor, so I don't really expect anyone to buy it at this price. But I told you, put it at 15 million OMI. He gets it right there, and I'll give it to him right now. And then I'm gonna have to sell my soul to get more OMI. But that's what I said, So we'll see. We'll see. Now watch. As soon as I do that, OMI like triples and be like, well, you know what, Wes, good move. Good move. I really don't need to. I don't need to do it. In fact, I'm not going to take back my offer because I won't. I'm not that type of guy to take back the offer. But if he declines, I won't offer that again. One time offer there, unless I somehow win lotto and like, all right, yeah, then I'll just buy them all, right? I actually have to top up my OMI because I don't really have any on there. Anywho, let's continue on. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy has acquired 4,980 Bitcoin for $531.9 million at $106,801 per Bitcoin, and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 19.7 year-to-date 2025 as of 29 June 2025. They hodl 597,325 Bitcoin, acquired for $42.4 billion at $70,982 per Bitcoin. That is bananas. Bananas. Ding ding ding, banana phone. Oh, man, there's still a little bit. There's a little bit. Dave, or OMI/VRA, says, who still believes in a Comey? I've listened to every word of Dan and David's recently, so I'll hit the like button first. One down. My man. I still believe too. I'll save this for another time. Believes Crypto says 3 candles on the 4-hour show breakout confirmed for DEVVE. Let's see if I can put this up there. Yeah. Oh god, no. And where's it? All right, so he says breakout confirmed for DEVVE. Now I think that, and there's on the 4-hour. I think that as quickly as it came up, it could go back down from any of these people like me that bought at 34 cents, and maybe they want to, but who knows? Let's go back to DEVVE here real quick. It's at 60. It's holding steady at 60 cents. It doesn't look like it's going too much anywhere. Let me take a look at DEVVE on CoinGecko and see where it's down 22% on the 3-month, but it's up 19% on the 1-month. It's actually 46% on the 7-day. 615,000 in volume, so it's not on a ton of volume at all. Most of it's coming from Gate, IO, then Uniswap, then MEXC. MEXC is 100, and then LA Token and Hybit, or Hibit, whatever you want to call it. So again, there's not a second there. Clear that out. It's not a lot of volume, guys. This is doing this on a couple 100,000 extra volume. I don't know what this could be like when we have 6 million in volume. You know, what do we do? 2x? You know, like really quick. Second half I knew was going to be good. I didn't think it would be. Again, nothing's announced yet, so I don't know if it's going to be, hey, we are at DEVVE, people that are buying now and then they sell on the news, or is it, again, I thought we were going to kind of stay steady up until they announced who the exchange partner was, but I guess a roadmap. Wait, people are buying off of just the fact that a roadmap's going to be delivered, and that's it. It's so strange that how touchy crypto is. Very strange. Anyway, that's I'm going to go on to shoot. How many? I still have a couple of these here. All right, let me let me go to Believes Crypto over on X here, and let's see if he has any other things to say about DEVVE. I don't think he does, but we'll see. Best friend. No, I don't think he even commented on that. No, he didn't even comment on that after. We'll see what happens. I do want to go to X and just take a look at the top few people that are. Oh, who it is? Oh, epic! Shout out to Claritza for winning this month's VeVe official Discord creative content competition. Please open a get help. Oh, good for them. Good for them. All right, so let's see what else we're talking about here. We've got Arthur Toscano saying Delorean is not only the godfather of brands of Web3, they're going to make sure that any brand that comes into the blockchain doesn't take any shortcuts. DMC is showing the world how to build real revenue, reward holders, buy back DMC, set the bar for on-chain brands. Yeah, it's wild that they have the revenue includes brand deals, merch deals, metaverse collabs, future vehicle sales. Can't believe the precedent that they're setting is that the future revenues associated with Delorean brand will lead directly to buybacks of DMC. That is absolutely insane. NFT keys to share my no. Come back. Oh my god, I hate it when people like just repost like a bunch of stuff and I have to like mute them. I don't want it filling up my timeline. Oh, Ghost of PPX says, I've never told my story about how I became the founder of Planet X. 10 years of self-growth in marketing. Excited to share the near future. Love that man. He's cool. Spider hackers target planes, policies, and passwords. FBI just confirmed that Scattered Spider, the ransomware crew behind the $600 million Marks and Spencer breach, is now hitting aviation and insurance. They're fooling IT desks to bypass 2FA using deepfake level impersonations and even video calls. Their playbook hijacks supply chains, harvest credentials, and move laterally. Backed by major ransomware outfits like ALPHV and linked to Russia, aligned actors, they're recruiting fluent social engineers with zero accent. The agency warns this isn't just tech, it's trust being weaponized. I think that was written by ChatGPT. Hesse.bait says you may need 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, but eventually you will make it. Do not give up. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie released in theaters 30 years ago yesterday. Loved that movie when I was a kid. Sharby's ready for the moon ride. Dude, if anyone's seen that Bernie Sanders interview with Joe Rogan, this is why I really like long form media podcasts, because you can't really fake yourself for 3 hours. Most people can anyway. Elon Musk says, anyone who campaigned on the promise of reducing spending but continues to vote on the biggest debt ceiling increase in history will see their face on this poster the next primary next year. Oh, Elon Musk is going hard, bro. Hard. Base jump? It's base jump. Okay, not a lot of followers. But that does look like a cool game, though. Oh, it's Core Protocol. And they have 128,000 followers. Okay. Discord game looks popping. CJ Lovelace is talking about Snecky's NFT. No idea what Snecky's NFT are. They have 7,500 followers, so not bad. And people are talking about them. Oh, they have a space for. I want you guys to see what I talk about in Space Penguins. Oh shoot, there's a lot of people up there. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk.
For the project in general, right?
Look at how many freaking things are up on their jumbotron. That is so much. I'm just gonna comment something nice for them, and then I'm gonna. Sorry, I couldn't be there. Was on live for 3 hours. 2.5 hours. Let me do just a little bit more because we have a Gold Star Mudkip PSA 10 sold for $40,000. A Gold Star Umbreon PSA 10 sold for $45,000. Gold Star Mew PSA 10 sold for $21,000. Gold Star Gyarados PSA 10 sold for $39,000. Love that DEVVE has their roadmap. I'm going to say Thursday is going to be released. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I got to bounce. My voice is killing me, and I have other stuff to do. Just comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. We love you. Okay, bye, guys. End stream. Oh gosh.